Hello traders, hello everyone, my name is Horvat and welcome to our new Elliott wave video analysis. Please be informed that this is only for educational and informational purposes and definitely not financial advice. Please make sure that whenever you do, whatever you do, that you will do your own research. So, as you know, I've been looking for a reversal on the markets, especially in the US dollar at the start at the year. We also shared the video back then and highlighted that the euro dollar has been trading at potential resistance area, and since then we have seen a very strong reversal of the US dollar. In fact, there was a lot of investors, traders, analysts calling for a very strong drop of dollar index, but we know that market never moves just in straight line, so it was an oversold conditions, and also start of the year normally brings new flows, so we were looking for recovery. Also, our main focus was recently on dollar yen. We've been looking for a reversal on dollar yen, and so far this one is playing out actually very nicely. We also shared this on Twitter that the start of the year that we are seeing the wedge formation, and as you know, so far dollar yen is already now trading above this wedge and close to 105.70. So recently I've been looking for some dollar longs, and I will give you an update firstly on dollar yen. So dollar yen here, as we can see, is making a very nice break out of this wedge, and normally when that's happening, when you have a strong decisive break like this one, you can expect that market can actually retrace not only back to the previous wave 4, which is at 105.67, definitely the first resistance, but even back to the starting point of this wedge, and this brings us all the way back to 107.52. so I think that here dollar yen has room for more upside, and the reason why dollar yen is actually recovering so strongly is also because of the US treasuries. As you know, this market is coming to the downside for the last few days, which means yields are higher, so this makes dollar yen even more attractive, and dollar in general, of course. So what we are looking here from an Elliott wave perspective is still maybe just a free wave recovery. Okay, we cannot say if this is wave C or wave 3. In either case, we need 5 waves up from that wave B or wave 2 swing low. So that was your sub wave 1. You had a wave 2, wave 3 now that can be approaching this trend line. Then you have a wave 4, and another push to the upside could be following. So I'm expecting that based on near-term projections that we could see a 106 level. Okay, but as I said, there can be room for even higher prices, because I think that the 10-year US notes actually has room for more weakness. If I look at the 10-year US notes real quick here, just give me a second. Okay, here I have it. Okay, so you can actually hear that see that I'm looking for an ABC X complex correction, and I'm expecting that this market will retest these levels from start of January. So it means that more weakness here, okay, because we have still room to retest these levels here, makes even more bullish structure for dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen I think remains here in uptrend as long we are trading, I will say, above 104.20, 104.10. I mean, if we see a very strong drop back towards this level, then of course I will have to adjust the fuse, and I will say that we are going back to the lows, because recovery would then be seen only in 3 waves. Now also I'm always very careful and open-minded whenever it comes to risk-off, risk-on moves, which has to do a lot, obviously, with the US dollar, but not so much lately. So despite seeing very nice moves here on dollar yen and to the downside on euro dollar, I'm still observing potential scenarios, what may happen or what I will look for if maybe suddenly we see a reversal from resistance on the US dollar. So if I look at the US dollar index, then what I think we should be looking for if I just try to hide this, it doesn't work. Okay, so if you just ignore the wave counts for now and just keep in mind that we are running here on dollar index into this horizontal resistance here back from September 1st 2020. At the same time, you have this falling trend line. So if this resistance will hold, we are officially still in downtrend, right? So any reversal to the downside here would make me think that commodity currencies could again be very interesting. So even if we see this dollar index playing out, I would probably not be looking for any euro trades, most likely not. I will probably focus on AUD. Why on AUD? Well, because you have, after all, still commodities in uptrend. You have still stocks in uptrend, very important. So if maybe dollar really hits resistance, I think that this Aussie dollar could be very interesting. So what I'm looking at here is potential ABC decline. I know that this is not confirmed low in place yet, just for a wave 4. Maybe there will be another retest of the swing lows, but then I would really be on this market would really be on the watch list next week, as I said, especially if dollar index will really slow down at the resistance, because I think that then Aussie dollar would easily find a support, because this Aussie dollar is trading quite well at those supports, despite the dollar being very bull across the board. Also, when looking at Aussie, you should realize what the Hang Seng Index is doing. That's still a very strong uptrend. This could be just a temporary setback with an ongoing wave 3, so more upside here is possible. Also, dollar Chinese yuan, this one is very important as well. This in blue is Aussie, right? Aussie is a little bit higher compared to dollar Chinese yuan, so you can actually see that dollar Chinese yuan is not making any aggressive movement to the bullish side. It actually suggests that this downtrend is still intact, and if that's the case, whenever we see a new breakdown here, I think that Aussie dollar could easily find and attract new buyers. Now also let's take a look at copper here, which is again very important commodity whenever we have a deal with Aussie. So what I see here is a very nice, actually 5 waves up here in progress. You have a wave 1, you have a wave 2, and now an extended wave 3, and looks like that we could be here forming a wave 4. There can be obviously a retest of 38.2%, but the idea is that if this market is also approaching a support, if dollar Chinese yuan is still in downtrend, then as I said, Aussie dollar could stabilize. Maybe it's now a little bit too early to say that Aussie will go up from here. As I said earlier, we could retest the lows, but eventually if dollar will slow at resistance, then I think that Aussie will be the next currency that we should look for. Despite more quantitative easing from Reserve Bank of Australia, I just think that which was actually the reason for this market for Aussie to come a little bit lower, but there was not so dramatic move. Actually, it's still very good supported, so I will definitely have a very close eye on that one. And as I said, stocks are also still in uptrend. Looks like the S&P 500 is going to see a new highs. Looks like DAX is also headed in that direction, so I think that Aussie can be very interesting, but as I said, not just yet. So if you are our member, make sure that you will keep an eye on the updates for the next few days. If not, I welcome you to either you subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you will be notified when we will release a new video, or you can visit our website ew-forecast.com and you can test our services with a trial for 7 days. Traders, have a good day. Bye.